You are lost. The trail is gone. Panic is setting in. You look at a tree, see moss on one side, and think, thank God that's north. Congratulations, you just made the decision that is going to kill you. Getting lost is the #1 precursor to death in the wilderness. Most people don't die of starvation. They die of exposure because they walked confidently in the wrong direction for 3 days. We are breaking down the top 5 navigation myths Hollywood sold you. We are replacing common knowledge with hard facts from the U.S. Army Field Manual, the Max Planck Institute, and search and rescue data. Let's stop the guesswork. The first myth is the moss compass. This is the oldest lie in the book. You see green fuzz on a tree and you assume it points to the magnetic North Pole. In reality, you are flipping a coin with your life. Moss is a plant, not a compass. It relies on biology, not magnetism. It grows where there is moisture and shade. In a dense forest, shade is everywhere. According to U.S. Army Field Manual 21-76, moss growth is dictated by local microclimates. In a damp canyon, moss grows on all 360 degrees of a tree. Relying on moss is like navigating by reading tea leaves. It is superstition, not science. The solution is to ignore the biology and trust the geometry of the sun and stars. The second myth is follow the water downstream. You've heard the saying, water flows to rivers, rivers flow to the ocean, and that's where people are. In rugged terrain, this is a trap. Water follows gravity to the lowest possible point. This means it flows into steep ravines, deadly waterfalls, and impassable choke points. And it's not just the drop that kills you. Water feeds vegetation. Drainages are often choked with dense, impassable brush. You will burn your remaining calories fighting through a green hell only to hit a dead end. Search and rescue data consistently shows that drainages are where hikers get stuck. Unless you're in a flat swamp, following the water is taking the express lane to the most dangerous terrain on the map. The solution is to stay high. Military doctrine suggests staying on the ridges. High ground means you are visible to aircraft, your signal mirror works, and you don't break your leg in a dark ravine. Quick pause. If you don't want to be a statistic found at the bottom of a canyon, hit subscribe. We teach systems, not luck. Back to the list. The third myth is the follow the brightest star. Night falls, you look up, you see a big bright star, you assume it's the North Star, Polaris. You start walking. In reality, you are likely walking south. Polaris is not the brightest star. It is the 48th brightest star. It is dim and unremarkable. The actual brightest star in the night sky is Sirius. In the northern hemisphere, Sirius is in the southern sky. If you chase the bright light, you are walking 180 degrees in the wrong direction. You are relying on shiny object syndrome. The solution is the pointer stars. Find the Big Dipper. Locate the 2 outer stars of the cup. Trace a line 5 times the distance between them. That faint little star it points to, that is Polaris. The fourth myth is the sun rises in the east. Technically true, practically fatal. The sun only rises due east at exactly 90 degrees 2 days a year, the equinoxes. In reality, you are dealing with solar azimuth. In midsummer, the sun rises in the northeast. In midwinter, it rises in the southeast. Depending on your latitude, that error can be up to 40 degrees. If you are hiking 10 miles to a rescue cabin and you are off by 30 degrees, trigonometry says you will miss that cabin by 5 miles. Instead, use solar noon. In the northern hemisphere, the sun is due south at its highest point. But be careful, during daylight savings time, solar noon is often at 1 p.m., not 12. If you ignore the clock change, you are walking southeast, not south. The fifth myth is I can walk in a straight line. This is the most dangerous myth because it feels instinctual. You think if you keep your head up and walk with purpose, you will go straight. In reality, this is called the loop of death. In 2009, the Max Planck Institute proved that without a visual anchor, humans are biologically incapable of walking straight. Blindfolded participants walked in circles as tight as 20 meters. This is accumulated sensory motor noise. Your brain has no internal gyroscope. Without a fixed point to reset your vestibular system, you drift. You hike for 8 hours. You burn 3,000 calories. But because you walked in a massive, slow curve, you end up 500 yards from where you started. The solution is visual anchoring. Pick a distinct object in the distance, a dead tree, a rock face. Walk to it. Then stop. Then look behind you. Ensure the object you just left aligns with where you came from. This is called backsighting. It is the only way to guarantee a straight line. Never trust your internal compass. It is broken. Here is the brutal truth. The wilderness is indifferent to your movie knowledge. It does not care if you are the main character. It relies on physics, biology, and time. If you navigate by folklore, you are relying on luck, and luck runs out. If you navigate by systems, by science, and by doctrine, you have a chance. When you realize you are lost, do not move another step. Use the S.T.O.P rule. Sit, think, observe, plan. Survival isn't about magic tricks. It is about conserving energy and not making the situation worse. It is better to stay in one place and be found than to walk confidently in the wrong direction. Don't guess. Stay found. Stay alive.